the new movie Dreams, starring Jessica Chastain. I'm reviewing it today on You're Watching a Movie with Silas Lindenstein.
You're watching a movie with Silas.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to You're Watching a Movie with Silas Lindenstein. I am your host, Silas Lindenstein. Today, I am reviewing the new film, Dreams. Dreams is a film starring Jessica Chastain, Isaac Hernandez, and Rupert Friend. It just released this past weekend, February 27th. It is directed by Michael Franco. And here, let me give you the synopsis they are advertising from the film. A powerful socialite, Academy Award winner Jessica Chastain, and a promising ballet dancer, Isaac Hernandez, begin a dangerous affair. When he secretly crosses the U.S.-Mexico border, he takes desperate measures to protect their future together. A tense, erotic drama from acclaimed director Michael Franco. He also did Memory and New Order. It's 121 minutes, the film. This was sent to me by one of the press people. The press peoples. I hadn't seen anything about this. Maybe you did. I did not. But when I read, here's what I saw. I want to start removing more films, right? Jessica Chastain in an erotic drama. And I thought, there are worse ways I can spend my evening than giving this a shot. Am I glad I did? Well, yeah. Overall, Jessica Chastain is a wonderful actress, right? Academy Award winner, all that. She's a great actress. The erotic scenes, they were erotic. They knocked that off. They were good. Here's the thing. It's definitely an indie film. And you know why it's an indie film? Here's a hallmark of an indie film. Indie films do not feel the need to resolve the film. They tell their story, and doesn't have to button up at the end. Maybe something cool happens at the end. Maybe, hey, indie film, not cool thing. You go into an indie film, everybody could die in the whole film, right? Everybody could live. They could just continue on in the end. Like, you have such a range of what can happen in an indie film, which makes them exciting to watch, but then also a little bit frustrating. You know, as I've been getting into music lately, I've been learning about things that we react to music in some scientific ways, right? We have there's called a resolution. You resolve something in a song, which can be you bring back from the beginning a similar chord or some notes, and there's this feeling of completion. And in a film that's erotic, you want completion, if you know what I mean. And I felt like I just didn't get that in this overall. Like, well acted, the script's fine, script's good, except it just didn't tighten at the end. Like, I just didn't feel like I knew at the end, like, what. I was thinking about this. Is this just about, okay, he comes over and he's a ballet dancer. Ends up teaching, right? So I thought there were some poignant little messages going about the treatment toward immigrants and about how people who perceive their jobs being taken by an immigrant. And I thought that was interesting. I thought they were going to push on that a bit more. I was like, oh, what a timely movie. When did they shoot this? Is this about immigration? Maybe this was done during the first Trump administration, and that's when they started writing it, and was thinking about that. And then I was like, oh, no, this is just more about intense erotica and this woman's desire for it than it is like a message. I don't know if there was a message from that. There's a lesson from every movie. From this, I'm going to say, like, well, don't let your nether reasons be your guide for life, people. Either one. I don't want to give too much away on the film, but maybe make rational choices. And okay. What I struggle with is a film that you really enjoy and you're really into, and then the last 10 minutes you're like, well, why did I just watch this? What journey did you want me to go on? Because both of the characters do some pretty despicable actions. One I think is pretty worse than the other, in sort of a vengeful way, I guess you could say. But so I was just more. I left my living room where I watched the screener, and I'm like, well, why'd you have to do that? I liked your character. It didn't show any signs of that before that I noticed. Maybe I wasn't focused, or I just wasn't expecting, or I put my own anticipations on him. But yeah. So if you want to see a good movie that's just doesn't give you there's no money shot at the end. You don't feel a sense of completion. Just like not even a one-night stand. Probably a good one to see. Look, there are worse things you can do than watch Jessica Chastain in this movie. There's definitely worse things you can do. But this is definitely a movie about choices that you can talk about. Like, you should watch this with somebody and go, would you do that? Like, would you do that? Would you do that there? Why would they do that there? That's not the place for that. I'm gonna drop the trailer. I'm gonna put part of the trailer in this, playing behind me or something, so you'll see. So I don't. This movie's not gonna. It's not getting her the next Academy Award. I don't think that. It's a February movie. They already knew that. Usually, right? We talked about that in the last film. Sometimes they're surprising. This is not going to be an Academy Award movie. I did like it. I did overall. Not a super strong like a 11. Give it a roll the dice and get an 11 out of that. It's a good acting, a little story, a couple little messages going on. It was hitting a bunch of spots. Just didn't hit the spot. Didn't hit that spot that an erotic drama should. I'm just too many puns that I'm doing in this review. I apologize for that. Anyway. I think playing out in theaters around. You're not going to learn about the arts. You're not going to learn about ballet overall. It's a ballet film. Not a lot of ballet. They're doing a dance. It's not vertical. I have too much time on my hands is basically what this review's coming out to. The Dreams, check it out in theaters. Directed by Michael Franco. Until next time, thank you for watching a movie with Silas Lindenstein.
You're watching a movie with Silas Lindenstein. In the theaters you find this. So go and press play and rewind this.